Good afternoon, guys. I was thinking about something really important when you are trying to manifest. Your manifestations need to be rooted in the eternal things. What do I mean by the eternal things? Unconditional love, peace, joy, harmony, connection, patience, compassion, a notion of for the highest benefit of ourselves and of all beings. They call them the fruits of the spirit. They're intangible things that transcend this 3D physical world, the language of the universe. So we think of manifestations. I want to get this thing. I want to get this job. I want to get this person. I need $1,000. Things that are temporary. These things have a beginning and an end. If our manifestations are only rooted in this type of consumerist, I need this, I want this behavior, but they aren't with a true intention of healing, bettering the planet, you're going to bring the manifestation into existence, and it's not going to bring fulfillment to you, because true fulfillment is sourced in the eternal things. True fulfillment is found in unconditional love, peace, joy, forgiveness, understanding, unity, harmony, making the world a better place, up-leveling the consciousness of humanity. These are all the things that we really desire. Yes, we live in a physical world, and so these eternal things can be manifested in physical things that will eventually leave us. We'll have them, we'll hold them for a bit, and then when it's time to release, they need to be released. So if your manifestations are not rooted from a place of deep intention coming from the heart center, you are going to have very fleeting manifestations, experiencing highs and lows, the case of the have and the have-nots, when you bring something into your atmosphere and then it goes. It's not going to be fulfilling. You are just acting as a consumer, but instead of using money to buy things, you are using your energy to get things. So if we are manifesting from a place of eternal intentions, this is going to create that resounding joy that is going to keep us full and also focused on highest timelines for our life and also the highest dreams. We can't be so fixated on a particular outcome. So you don't want to be dogmatic about your manifestations. What I mean by dogma is basically you're fixated on a particular state. So it's either this or it's that, or this is the only way that this happens, or this is the only right way. And so that is being very dogmatic. So a lot of times when we want to bring something into our life, we are very fixated about getting it a very certain way. Let's take an example. Say you desire to get married. So you are manifesting for this marriage, for this person to marry to come into your life. And your intentions are really focused on the marriage rather than the eternal things that could encompass a marriage. Think about what a marriage actually is. At least in the United States, it is a legal document that is between you and the government, right? So the marriage contract has nothing to do with the eternal things that are symbolic of a marriage. If we think about the love, the peace, connection, union, healing, joy, these are all intangible factors that can even be considered these eternal qualities of God, of this ever-expanding universe, these fruits of the spirit. And then we have the marriage, which is a contract, which is very fixed. The contract doesn't promise any of these eternal factors, any of these fruits, right? It is simply a legal document. So if your manifestations are so fixated on getting this marriage, you may miss your highest timeline. You can have a committed partnership with someone that is full of unconditional love. You heal together, you laugh together. It is just a true bonding, soulmate, amazing energy, brings so much joy to your life. You can have that and not be married, right? You can have that and be married as well, but the two are not dependent on each other, as we know. So A better way to manifest would be to manifest that truly genuine, authentic partnership, the one that shows you how to unconditionally love, the one that's worth healing for, the one that brings you joy, the one that you want to try new things with, right? You can definitely put marriage in there, but you need to be focused on something that brings you these eternal, fulfilling things, because you may just manifest someone to marry and it may not be the highest timeline for you. That may end, right? Marriages, unlike the eternal things such as unconditional love, marriage is a fixed outcome that has a beginning and an end, whereas unconditional love has a very open and expansive outcome, and it does not end at death or at divorce. It's not the specific marriage that is going to fulfill you. It's really that unconditional love, that person that can draw these beautiful things out of you, that relationship that leads you to actually believe in these things, right? That is where we want to manifest. Those things help raise not only our frequency, but they raise the frequency of the entire planet, because they produce good fruit, right? They don't just produce a contract, it actually produces the fruit of making the world a better place.